My name is Chrono, and I like to tinker with stuff. And today, it's going to be an interesting one. And I got good news and bad news, because after I found a few things. But, well, you'll see what I mean. So, you've seen the thumbnail, you see the shirt that I'm wearing. Today we're going to be going over the Doctor Who set, along with a few accessories that I found. I'm sorry, it is still an amazing thing to see that they've actually made a TARDIS here, so give me a minute. So, here we have the TARDIS. Now, the thing about the TARDIS is that it's time and relative dimensions in space. That's what its name stands for. Now, the thing about it is that if you don't know, it's bigger on the inside. And with it, we have gearing. And I love how they did this. Oh, so I cannot accidentally break it. We have the 12th Doctor, Peter Capaldi. Loved his performance, beautifully well done. Now, this isn't all there is to this set. I mean, it'd be a shame if it was, but nah. Now, I don't remember the year this was made, but I do remember it was still a beautiful set. It still is. Now, let's get into the rest of the show. Beautiful full thing about this set is that it comes with a multitude of features. And the best part about the TARDIS is that it's bigger on the inside. This is supposed to be the TARDIS. At least the interior of it. And with it, you can see all the computer panels and all that whatnot. I love all the detailing here. Sorry, my camera work is a bit shoddy, I know. Bear in mind, this is God, it is incredible to see how well this set has held up. Really sorry about that. Yeah. Oh, also, I'm just remembering, I forgot Bucket. He's under maintenance. Sorry about that, people. Yeah. Now, with the Doctor, there's always at least a companion that goes along with him. And that one that they actually include in the set is the lovely Clara. Clara Oswald, also known as the Impossible Girl. And I am also noticing that they actually did printing on this, dual molding. That is lovely. Love the print on this. They also have on this face. I've got to get a proper stand for this. So you got this print here. And there's a quizzical look on the other side, which I love. But that's not all we got. We also got 2 Daleks, the grand enemy of the Doctor. Now, unfortunately, as I saw, when I was unboxing this, I noticed that unfortunately, mine seems to have broke its clips. And this one's also damaged a bit as well, which sucks. I'm very sad about that. And it means I'm gonna have to go get replacements at some point, which is not great. I'm just glad that these things have held out for so long. The rest of the thing is intact. But yeah, these are like, these 2 are the Doctor's most hated enemy. Enemies of the Time Lords. If you don't know the story of Doctor Who, I highly recommend that you go check it out for yourself. I'm not sure about... I'd stop when you get David Tennant coming back. You'll understand what I mean if you see, but aside from that, it's a beautiful show. Reminds me, David Tennant, Matt Smith, Peter Capaldi. There's the Ninth Doctor as well. I don't remember his name, which I'm mad at myself for. Beautiful performances all around on those. Yeah. Now, another thing that's actually really cool is the other figures. We also got a Weeping Angel. Now, I bet you might be asking yourself, why am I looking at a stone angel? What does that have to do with a Doctor Who thing? And what is a Doctor Who? And I'm just now realizing that I have not explained anything about that. And for that, I apologize. Apologize. The Doctor is a Time Lord, an alien that looks human, who goes around in time and space on adventures, stuff like that. And typically he has people with him that are along for the ride. And when he's done these adventures, he ends up also encountering other things, whether people, aliens, whatever it is, and he ends up having to encounter them and stop them and figure out what is going on. Characters, such as the Daleks are one, the Weeping Angels are another. These things are nasty little buggers. For example, these, I'm trying to go off memory, and it's been a bit dull, which is annoying. I know my buddy Sam is gonna give me so much scrap for forgetting stuff with Doctor Who. Sam, if you're watching this, shove off. I know what you're thinking. Shush. I see you. Oh, I gotta be careful of that. Another thing that's interesting is that there's two printings on this thing. That is the angry face. So these things are aliens that hide themselves and have evolved a defense mechanism, the perfect defense mechanism. The moment you are looking at them, they're like a statue, just as simple as that. But the moment you blink and the moment you take your eyes off them, they're moving. And something as simple as a blink can take them out of your sight and they are gone, and they have no issue snapping your neck and killing you. They don't care. Yeah, they're very dark. But we also don't have just Peter Capaldi, the 12th Doctor. I'm very happy to see that they had Matt Smith, the 11th Doctor, possibly one of my favorite. If they had managed to get David Tennant's, the 10th Doctor in here as well, that would have been incredible. Sadly, we do not have that. Also, I'd love to mention, look at this. A custom mold for the sonic screwdriver. I love that. Now, I also love how the print on this as well. There is another one. I did mention that I have other... Oh, excuse me. Give me a minute. There we go. I did mention I got some accessory stuff. Now, a while back, Lego decided to make a video game, another one, called Lego Dimensions. And with it, they kind of threw in a bunch of other stuff at different points, different themes, which was cool, especially since the fact they also added in some stuff that Lego hadn't made before. And one of them is Doctor Who, and I love that they did that. So, we got the 12th Doctor. Look at this. It's beautiful. I love this alternate figure, so I'm glad I have that as well. We have the TARDIS, which is also great, another little micro build. And, if you know it, we've got K9. Beautiful little companion. I love the performance they have with this guy. Now, bear in mind, there's also alt builds for this. Do I remember what they are? No. Am I going to do that? Also no. I like them just the way they are. The funny thing is, these are actually game pieces you can use in, like, Has anybody heard of a game? Anybody in the comments here who's watching? Anybody heard of a game called Skylanders? From what I could tell, it's kind of like that. Interesting how that works. But yeah, and apparently it will recognize the different configurations you can do for this stuff. I think. Memory's a little bit shoddy on that one. But yeah. I'm still in pain about the Daleks clip for the arms thing that actually broke. Oh, that kills me. But yeah. If you don't know, also a thing that's a beautiful note about the Daleks is the fact, if you don't know, the most recognizable thing about them is the line exterminate. They will just scream that thing. They are just the most hateful species in the universe. Like, they will kill anything that's not a Dalek. And if what's more, they're kind of particular about Daleks as well. If you're not a Dalek, they don't care. They'll kill you. They don't care. And if you're not pure, they'll also, and if you're not a pure Dalek, they'll kill you. They don't care. It is insane what these things. Just makes the question how it is that. Actually, no. Darvos. Yeah, I think that's the guy who made the Daleks. Yeah. Gods. The story of the Daleks is grim. It really is. Especially with the war. The Time War that they were involved in. With the Doctor and the Time Lords. Yeah. I'm looking at the clock now and I'm realizing, damn, this is going to be a short one. Which isn't really something I want to do. I do have other 2 videos I gotta record, and I have been busy, so me actually getting this is actually something I'm glad I was able to do. But yeah, I will say this is a beautiful thing. This was actually made by, oh, I'm forgetting something important. There's another little Easter egg with Matt Smith's Doctor. They added a little detail with him. They gave him a fez. If you don't know, the Doctor has a fez. This thing, hold on. I just also discovered that he has a serious expression among his cheerful one. Kind of thinking, almost realizing that there's a point where he did go bald at one point. But here he is with his fez. Granted, it doesn't really work that well. It doesn't really work that well when you do that, because there's nothing covering it, but hey. If they were to actually make a mold, that'd be incredible. Because I think they did do that with some of the new Lego Indiana Jones sets they made a little while ago. I don't know, maybe just me. But yeah. I love this set for how it is. And I'm glad that I was able to get my hands on it when I did. Because this is just a really cool set. I mean, all the panels, stuff, like you saw, and I can't really, I'm gonna try. All the different computer panels, the detail work, the Time Lord markings and all that whatnot. It's just beautiful. Especially because, in fact, the thing that I love the most about this... Charlie. Don't mind my dog. He's very dramatic and very old. Charlie! Go on. Excuse me a minute, I have to deal with the elderly. I'm back now. Sorry about that. That dog is dramatic. Good grief. Where was I? Alright. Gallifreyan markings on this. I really love the thought and care that was put into this set. Especially with the details, and they've figured out a way to make it, like, how to make it or represent the idea of how the TARDIS is bigger on the inside. I'm back again. Still getting used to the recording thing. Yeah. The Gallifreyan markings, all of it. Sorry, I'm just kind of wishing that I had little ability to travel through time right now, because good grief. It's funny how this is. I don't know. It sucks to see that there's not that many Doctor Who sets that were made, and I'm just glad that I was able to get this one when I did back then. It's still cool to see how they did the set. Granted, there could have been massive things, don't get me wrong. This is still beautiful, especially for a play scale set. This is a play scale, the display thing and all that whatnot. But, yeah. The Daleks it really brings me pain to see that the clip piece here broke on one of them, and I think this one's cracked too, which sucks. I'm gonna have to do something about that, which is not gonna be great. Oh, man. One of these days I need to watch Doctor Who again. It's a beautiful show, really well done. Not sure about the current one, on the other hand. Current one is current stuff that's going on. They just lost track to what's Doctor Who. I'm just gonna say it. They just did. It does not feel the same. It just does not. But yeah. Alright. Let's wrap this up because I got to do other two things. Don't get me wrong. Still at the set, but I still got other recordings that I gotta do. And I think I need to do testing on one of them. Yeah. But hey, this is still a beautiful set. It does suck to see that one of these parts is broken, which really, one's broke, one's cracked, which is really unfortunate. And I'm wondering if there's a potential issue that the gold pieces have that's similar to like the brown Lego pieces from earlier in like around 2000s and such. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can actually see an instance of what I'm talking about. I believe in the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them Newt Scamander's suitcase Lego set, which I don't think I've uploaded yet. Well, not when I'm recording this thing. Chances are I don't think I've uploaded it, but right now I probably haven't uploaded it yet. But when you do see the recording of this and do see this video, chances are it will probably be uploaded by now, along with a few other stuff that I've been stockpiling. But hey, actually, hold on. Let's get to the box. I just remembered I put the Fez in here, and that would have been really sucky if that thing got lost. This is a beautiful box, and I love the fact of how they did this, because that means you could also put it away in storage safely, provided you know how to dismantle this thing in a way that's not going to break, but I digress. You can also see how they display the figures and all that whatnot. I love how they got the logo and this part here. Oh! This is a bit of detail, I forgot about this. But yeah. Right here on the back. So you got the two Daleks, you got the Weeping Angel, you got Clara, and if you notice here, along with the words here, you'll notice it says regeneration. And it goes from the 11th Doctor to a 12th. And that's because, might as well get a little bit of last bit of lore with this that I can remember. But the thing about the Doctor, and why it is that there is a 11th Doctor and a 12th, and why it is that they're numbered, is because the Doctor is the same man. Same Time Lord. But the thing is about Time Lords is when it comes to the point where they're about to die, they don't die like we do. Instead, they go through a process which is referred to as a regeneration cycle, where it makes them effectively immortal. But the problem is, their body, their face, they become a whole new person. Deep inside, it's still them, but it's like brand new. which, depending on the lore, and you know that if you know the lore, you've seen the different iterations, you'll know what I'm on about. But it's crazy to see the story of the Doctor when you've actually watched the show and all that one. And I highly recommend you do. I'd stop where David Tennant comes back as the 14th Doctor and leave it at that. That's where I would draw the line. But yeah. Because I think that's a fitting end to the story. I don't know that one Doctor, I just, no. I think whoever's in charge of doing stuff with Doctor Who at the moment's kind of lost sight of what's Doctor Who, and as a result, it's just not quite on the mark. Good grief. But anyway, if you were able to get this set or find one of these, I highly recommend doing so. It's a beautiful piece, and I do love how they managed to encapsulate. Like, look, you have a little step right there where you can just place the Doctor if you want and just close it up for storage. Oh, also, I love the little dots on the walls and stuff like that. It's a beautiful feature that the TARDIS has, if you know what I'm on about. And I love how simple but beautiful this build is. I really do. It is just so gorgeous. And it is really cool to note that these are all printed pieces, mind you. Everything in here is printed, which is beautiful. I love that. That's another thing that I love. So, yeah. I know I said I was trying to wrap up. I'm sorry about that. Probably a bit inconsistent on that one. Do apologize, but hey, we've at least reached 20 minutes, which is typical, and par for the course for some of my videos, which I've been noticing. Yeah, probably a good thing. But yeah. Man, this thing takes me back. Number 11 on LEGO Ideas. That's interesting to see. But yeah. I gotta go unpack this up so that way it's safe, because I do love the set, but due to the situation with it, I want to make sure it's all good, especially seeing what I saw with the Daleks. If I can get like more replacements, parts for that, or I can do a little repair modification, I'm gonna do that. I do love how they were able to build these things, though. You just look at them. Okay. But yeah. Also, I do think the little accessories here is a nice touch, especially considering the fact that, don't get me wrong, the purple suit 12th Doctor for that Peter Capaldi played was beautiful, but I also love this as well. Charlie! Stop it! My dog is being dramatic, so I gotta wrap this up now, seriously. But yeah. I recommend getting this set. That dog is so dramatic. Gods. Right, where was I? Right, wrapping up the video. Sorry about that. Time stops have been the thing kind of been a bit too much. But yeah, I highly recommend getting this set if you don't have it, and you are a Doctor Who fan, and you happen to love LEGO. Also, I would get the LEGO Dimension stuff, because it's also cool little side stuff as well to have. Especially, this is a really... I love how this thing was also set up as well. I love the printing and all that one. It's beautiful to see the Doctor Who sets were printed as well. Little to no stickers at all. But yeah, sorry, I'm jabbering on a bit too much, and I gotta wrap this up. But yeah, I get this one a solid 10 out of 10. It's simple, beautiful, and a really just a really good piece. Yeah, highly recommend. Still sucks I had to get those Daleks for fixed up. But sometimes that happens. This is a whole LEGO set, so you do have to bear that in mind. I don't know how much this one cost. I don't know how much this one cost back then. But if you're able to get your hands on one, and it's a good price, bravo. Because, yeah. I'm just glad I was able to help this and share this one. Especially to the fact that Doctor Who is one of the few shows that helped make me the man I am today. It inspired me with a lot of shit. So, yeah. I just realized I swear there. It's not too bad. Yeah, whatever. This is just so much with this that is just beautiful. And simple, too. But, yeah. Thank you for all watching. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all in the next one. And I just realized I accidentally put one of the pieces on wrong. Whoops. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. This is Chrono, signing off.